Those taking part in the procession are going to see the streets lined at the sides with these people all. Oh, I see that we can't be there, so I better cross at this point in order to walk a little bit with the procession and film it a bit more. There's a lot of people here, lots of flags. It's one of those days when most people are having fun, but it's still worthwhile hanging on to your wallet. And the key, I think, is to get a point where you can get good photographs and not get to the sun in the wrong place as everybody comes by. You've got the tomb of the unknown soldiers over there. So at the moment, I don't think that this pageantry is what's going to be attracting most of the aggro. I think it's more the political marches which are not really part of this one. This is more basically people having fun, dressing up in old costumes and enjoying themselves. This one's called the President's one, the President's March, so maybe the President of the Republic, Komorowski, Bronisław, will also be taking part in this. Obviously, you don't get very far without some kind of political statements going on. Here we have a statement of discontent, I think, with the status quo there. People are looking at it, getting a bit uneasy. There's the live thing. This is live on TV, of course. You've got the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier right over there, and you can hear the official announcer going on over the loudspeakers. You've got the Today's Army and Today's Army costume there, and you can see pretty much from the way the barricades are set out exactly what the anticipated route of the march is going to be, the parade. I should call this a parade rather than a march, because this is not really a political march per se, this is just a celebration of independence. I think the political ones are separate to this one, but there's plenty of them as well today. Even this guy's got up in military police uniform, which I don't think is current. I may be wrong. The person to ask about anything connected to Polish history isn't really me. If you want to know anything like that, then the person to really ask is Alan Heath of Alan Heath channel fame. What I do know, though, is it's going to kick off as a march in just under 15 minutes' time. And I know the trajectory expected for the march, so the boom with the camera on it for television is going round up and down there, and there's somebody's playing a hey no on the bugle there, a bugle call. I hope they don't hit a wrong note, because this is, after all, not Krakow. In Krakow it's a tradition to hit a wrong note because it represents the Tartars' arrow going through the bugler's throat. Presumably one is allowed to mingle on the actual square. It's a very big square, so for this part of the square at least you can go on it and see what's going on. Nice marching music. We're always marching along. We're always marching to the marching song. Lots of folk anyway. Hope you can hear the music nicely. That's a band, a military band playing live, incidentally. we're always marching.
Uruchowanie marszowe, kierunek prawo, maszerowanie.
I think that your chances of getting a very good view of anything right here isn't high. In fact, that's what the television are doing. I don't really want to try and make a sad repetition of exactly what goes on TV. So therefore I'm just showing you really that for a moment, but it's not the main thing that I really want to look at or take part in. They are going to obviously start moving and marching, and then on the course of that march it should be possible to find a place where you get a much more close-up view of all of these various participants. I think that just by following where the barricade is and where the people are lined up, it should be possible to work out pretty much where the thing's going and to find oneself further down it in order to film something a bit more productively than this. The atmosphere here is very interesting. You've got the red berets here, the gendarmes blocking off the area here. You've got people with yellow hats inside. Not clear who's taking what role in this. There's a gendarmerie Vojskowy old tank there. There's lots of police standing around. There seems to be an atmosphere of anticipation. Most people standing up by the side of the thing. Exactly what's happening I don't know. Obviously they're anticipating that that's going to be the side of a long march, so plenty of anticipation here, and it looks like the war's about to start. So I think it's a question of finding the right spot to join at the side and find a good place to be standing and photographing. At the moment, well, here's 12:15, 13:15's gone already, it's already 13:20, but that's when it all kicks off about half a mile back, so that won't have got here yet. So at the moment we're seeing rather the view that participants in the march will see when they come down here. Anyway, just getting the atmosphere here, which is one of absolute anticipation. Nothing much more to say really. We'll save the battery and the space on this disc for the movement of the parade as it comes back through, I think, rather than waste it on walking and talking about what it feels like before the parade starts. There's a guy dressed up as a pirate there. I don't know if he's a member of the Pirates Party, but he's obviously shouting and blowing his whistle. There he goes, blowing his whistle right on cue. Dressed as a pirate, so he's obviously a little bit of an eccentric there, but that's all seems to be taken in good part today by most people there. You can also see there that by the church of the What's-It, where Chopin's heart is entombed, there's a lot of people on the steps up to there to get a better view. Whether that's such a great place to be, I don't know, because obviously they don't get a front row seat exactly if they do that. People are getting sparser and sparser as it goes along, so the chances of a good front row seat increase, I think, the further away you get down here. So also the parade will have got into a bit more of its own rhythm.